Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now, today I'm going to be addressing the Nigerian Naira. A number of my subscribers are from Nigeria, and I've seen your feedback. A lot of you are asking me, Pastor Reno, what's happening with the Naira, especially since I foretold what's currently happening now in my masterclass for the new year. I told you guys that the Naira was going to crash, and I encourage you guys to change your Naira to the dollar. If you recall, maybe I'll put that video at the end of this video. But I said that, I see the Naira getting at 700 and or slightly over. And after that, then the Naira was going to settle. But right now, the Naira is trading at almost 900 Naira to a dollar. And it's because of a particular policy by the Nigerian Central Bank. Now, if you're watching from Nigeria, and even maybe if you're in the diaspora, you know that the Nigerian Central Bank is doing something called the redesigning of the Naira. And so basically, they are redesigning the Naira because there is a lot of Naira outside the banking system. I think it's something like 3.2 trillion Naira. That's 3.2 trillion Naira outside the banking system. And it's affecting the economy of the country because a lot of this money is in the hands of criminal gangs, bandits, who are, for the past, will I say, 8 years, they've been kidnapping, and it's really gone. It's become a major problem, and so they kidnap, they ask for ransom, 50 million naira, and they can't bank that money because Nigeria has anti-money laundering legislation that was passed in 2007, and then also repealed in 2011 and replaced in 2011 with a brand new act, a brand new money laundering act, which prevents people from, depositing over 5 million naira in their accounts in cash. So it's kind of like they call it the cashless policy. It was brought in by the Jonathan administration and then, inherited by the Buhari administration. So a lot of this money is being put in cash, stored in houses, stored in sockaway pits, stored in barns for agricultural produce. And so what the Central Bank of Nigeria wants to do by this designation or redesigning of the money is to take these monies and out of the hands of these criminal elements by making them obsolete. So in about 2 weeks' time, if you don't change your monies, then it's going to be obsolete because there's going to be a new naira. And you can't change your money if you don't have a bank account. And even if you have a bank account, you can't deposit into your bank account more than 5 million naira. So what's happening right now is that 3.2 trillion that's outside the banking sector, a lot of that, some people are saying as much as 80% of that, people are trying to launder it through what they call bureau de changes, and in Nigeria they're legal. So what is people by the roadside who have offices, and then they take your naira and then they give you dollars. So you're having people going to these bureau de changes to try to launder their naira. So what's happening is that there is an oversupply of naira, and then there's an under demand of dollars and pounds, and so it's leading to an artificial devaluation of the naira. It's leading to an artificial devaluation of the naira. So what's happening right now is artificial. It's not. It's not economics. It's not because of will I say that the Nigerian economy is collapsing. No, it's because there's a deadline to change your old naira to have it put it into your bank account because in 2 weeks time it's going to be obsolete. So we're having all these people who have 3.2 trillion naira going to these bureau de changes. In Nigeria they call them malams, and then another name which is kind of like racist, so I don't want to mention it. So that's what's happening. If you read in scripture, if you read Second Chronicles chapter 1 verse 15, you see that this is not the first time it's happened. Solomon brought in so much gold and silver into Jerusalem that he devalued the value of gold and silver. That gold and silver became as common as stone. You can read it in Second Chronicles 1:15. And it's not just even that. In the 14th century, I think precisely about 1325, Mansa Musa, who was the king of Songhai, when he was going on pilgrimage to Mecca, he took so much gold to Cairo in Egypt, modern day Egypt, that he crushed the price of gold. So when you have an oversupply, it crashes the value of the currency, whether it's gold or whether it's naira in this instance. So that's what's happening. So you guys just have to be patient. What's going to happen is that after the 2 weeks deadline, when the naira the redesigned naira comes in, what's going to happen is that the naira is going to now settle at a more realistic rate. I think that realistic rate is going to be something like 750 naira. So I think that's what's going to happen. 750 naira to a dollar. So that's after all of this money has been mopped up, and then the new naira note has come out. Because you got to remember, this anti-money laundering legislation was put in 2011. Before then, people could have 5 million naira cash at home and above. But after 2011, they could not. And a lot of these people that did it, some of them were corrupt civil servants, some of them are bandits, some of them are oil bunkerers, some of them are, all kinds of criminal elements. So they've been safely keeping this money in the house. If they don't change this money before the end of the year, the money is going to become obsolete. That's what is happening. If you look at the all the other indicators, the Nigerian economy has challenges, has problems. Our debt to revenue ratio is kind of high, but those problems are not enough to sustain what is happening. What is happening is artificial. Be at peace, be calm. Your naira is going to come back to about 700, 750 naira to a dollar. Now, if you watch this and you have questions arising from this, of course, put them in the comment section of this video and I'll do my best to respond to them. But you got to remember, I do not have a WhatsApp forum, a Gmail email address, or a Telegram channel. Scammers are going to approach you in the comment section of my videos. They're going to give you phone numbers, WhatsApp numbers. Some of them are going to ask you for money. They are all scammers. I'm never going to approach you in the comment section of my videos except to respond to your questions. And I don't ask for money. Everything I do is for free. Now, this is Renan Makri, the Apostle of Prosperity, saying God bless you.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is